What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. You made it to the weekend. Congratulations. It is us. Today's going to be a quick show, actually. It's going to be an extra point version, actually. We're just going to go over the picks that we did last week. We're going to do some picks for this coming up week. I wanted to make sure that we put it out there, guys, before the weekend started. We're going to do another show on Sunday, since the compadre is going to be coming over to the house on Sunday. Isn't that right, compadre?
Yes, sir.
All right, and as you guys can...
Watch some foosball.
There you go. And as some of y'all might be able to hear, he's actually on the road right now. I caught him coming home from work, and I was like, bro, let's just knock this out real quick. We'll get our picks in. We'll talk about last week's picks, and then we'll rock and roll from there, and we'll record another show on Sunday. And Sunday's show, guys, is going to be amazing, so make sure you guys tune in for that one. Real quick, guys, don't forget you guys can reach us out on the social medias, Instagram, Twitter. Reach us at theblownsafepodcast.com. You know all that fun jazz. If you guys are listening to this right now, you guys know what you guys are doing. So let's just skip all that for now. We'll talk about last week's picks. Actually, it was a lot closer than I thought. I only had one more game right than you did. I actually won 14-13 on Artie. That's 2 weeks in a row now. We both picked New England. We both picked Jacksonville. We both picked Buffalo. You had Philadelphia. I picked San Francisco. We both had the Rams. We both had Pittsburgh, who actually lost to Las Vegas. So it is what it is, right? You won one here, and I lost one. I had Chicago. You had Chicago. I had Cincinnati. Chicago ended up coming back. Justin Fields got on the field and actually go ahead and they beat the freaking Cincinnati Bengals. We both picked Cleveland to win. Cleveland won. We both had Carolina last week. Carolina obviously won. Actually, no, I'm sorry. You had New Orleans. I had Carolina. Carolina won. That was the one that I had above you. Then we had Arizona, Tampa Bay. We both picked Seattle, even though Tennessee came out and won that one. King Henry had a monster game. I had Dallas. You had the L.A. The Chargers.
Wait, I thought you went Chargers on that too.
No. If you listen to the thing, I said, Monica, you're going to love it. I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys. I was trying to pull her in and then psych her out. So go ahead and double check, guys, but I did pick the Dallas Cowboys because I listened to this last night when I rewrote everything. We both picked Kansas City, so we both took a loss there. Baltimore ended up winning that one in last-second fashion. Green Bay just destroyed Detroit, and then we both picked Carolina to the win this weekend, yesterday on Thursday night's game. Carolina obviously won. However, they did lose in the long run. Christian McCaffrey will be down for at least 3 to 6 weeks on with that hamstring injury. I'm sure they're not going to rush him back, so if they keep playing the way they're playing, I mean, you can't, just be safe.
Anybody else got the sense of Mike Trout right there?
Why would you do that to me? Artie, God damn it. It's supposed to be a happy call right now, man. Don't do that to me.
You brought it up, not me.
I have McCaffrey in 2 different leagues that I couldn't trade away my number one pick to go get Zeke or somebody else, and so I'm a little nervous. I do have his backup on one of those leagues. The other league, somebody had already picked him up before the game, so it is what it is. But let's talk about this week's games. We'll get into the McCaffrey stuff and all the other stuff and all the other crazy stuff that's going on in the world of sports on Sunday, guys. But week 3 picks here, man. So I'm up 2 weeks to nothing on you, by the way. I just want to point that one out. And we're looking at some big games this week, man. Indianapolis versus Tennessee. Who do you got, man?
I'll take. You're the only 10 I see.
That's a lie because you're a 10 too. I'm going with the Tennessee Titans as well. After last week, I think King Henry found his legs, and they're going to roll over the Indianapolis defense. All right, next up.
You want to hear something funny?
Go
One of my buddies, we were talking about it. I don't know if I brought it up on the podcast last week, but dude, it's so true. We both think King Henry is one of those dudes that, like, at the end of the year, he's going to be like 1,500 yards and, 10-plus TDs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he puts all those numbers up in, 6 games. Have you ever noticed that?
Yes, I agree with you on that one.
He already did, 189 rushing yards or something like that last week with 3 TDs. You're like, oh, okay, that's a third of his season right there.
I didn't think about that, but you are absolutely correct, sir. Let's see if he breaks that one this year or if he holds true going forward with fantasy drafts. Maybe you guys take that into consideration. We got one hell of a sleeper game here. Or a snoozer. Atlanta versus New York Giants, and they're in Giants Stadium. Who do you got?
think someone's gonna win that game?
Somebody has to. I mean, I guess they don't have to, but you know,
I've seen ties before. I've seen ties.
it does happen every once in a while.
I feel like that's gonna be the first team that score wins.
I agree.
Let's say Barkley. Let's finally they let Barkley lose and the Giants win.
All right. I'm usually a proponent against voting for the NFC East, who's not my Cowboys, but I honestly think being at home, Atlanta looks like crap. Let's just be honest. I'm going to go with the New York Giants as well. So doubling down right there. Me and Artie both going for the New York Giants. Next up, we got a big game here. The Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Artie, are you going to change your pick, or are you staying with the Chiefs?
I got to stay with the Chiefs, man. Didn't the Chargers lose to a whack-ass team last week?
Not a whack-ass team. One amazing Super Bowl contending team is who they lost to last week.
500, right? That's right.
Yeah, I'm going to throw something at. After this week, though, we're going to be 2-1. We're good to go.
You have finally a winning record. All right.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll take Kansas City, man.
All right, I'm sticking with you there. Kansas City, 4 for 4 right there. We're three teams straight ahead. Me and Artie are both on it right here. We got Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh. Sir, who do you got?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, as well. I was going to go Cincinnati, but they are at home, and Pittsburgh just coming off that loss, so I think they're going to come out to try and prove something. So I'm going to go with Pittsburgh as well. We got Chicago at Cleveland. That's going to be a good game.
Ooh, that's a good one. Man, and Fields is starting that game too.
It'll be first start officially.
Yeah, because Dalton's hurt, and so. Yeah, I'll still take Cleveland, though, man. I think Cleveland will take that one.
Right.
I think the running backs are going to start hitting their stride, you know?
Yeah, I know. I had a call the other day, or a text message from Bill. I know you're listening right now. Bill's like, hey, how'd that pick on picking against Chicago work out for you? I'm like, hey, dude, it fucking happens, bro. Dalton went down. Had Dalton stayed in the game, y'all would have lost. But Fields came in. They weren't prepared for him. You guys get a win. So I'm telling you right now, Cleveland's prepared for Chicago. Chicago's going down. Cleveland's winning this one. Next up, we got Baltimore at Detroit.
Oh, Baltimore. That might be one of my locks of the week there.
I'm going to go with that's probably one of my locks of the week as well. There's just the way Baltimore has been playing, especially taking out Kansas City last week. Like they're puffed up right now. They're ready to rock and roll, and I don't think Detroit's going to have enough to slow them down and stuff like that. So far we're what 6 for 6 tied up. New Orleans versus New England, sir. Which Jameis Winston is going to show up? Will the real Jameis Winston please stand up?
This is Jameis Winston, I think, though, that we all know and love.
Yeah, feast or famine, though.
Throws 5 TDs. Yeah, he throws 5 TDs one week and does absolutely nothing the next week, you know?
Absolutely.
So, like, he's staying consistent with he is who we thought he was, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so who are they playing again?
New England. They're going into the frozen tundra of not Lambeau Field. New England, what is it? I forget what. The Gillette Stadium?
Gillette Stadium, there you go. Yeah, I'll take New England at home.
All right. I don't think New Orleans has what it takes right now, realistically, to go for them. Had Jameis Winston come out and had a really good game last week and they got the win, I'd be like, ooh, like they look like they're on the right track. But you never know which Jameis Winston you're going to get, and you kind of know what Patriots team you're going to get consistently, because that's just the way I was going to say Bill Parcells again. Jesus, I'm all over the place today. But that's how Belichick is. He's very consistent, so I'm going to go with New England on that one. Next up, we got Battle of the Young Bucks, Arizona versus Jacksonville. Who do you got, Artie?
That might be a lock right there. Arizona, man. They look fantastic this year.
Oh, absolutely. I'm with you there. So far, we're tracking, dude, all the way through. I'm with you. Jacksonville has some growing pains to go through, but they're not going to do that and get a win against Arizona with the way Arizona and Kyler Murray's been playing. So Arizona on that one. We got Washington versus Buffalo. Ooh, that's going to be a good game. Buffalo, okay. You got Buffalo. You know what? I don't want to go for Washington, but Washington looked really good last week. But Buffalo is Buffalo. If they're gonna come out swinging, Gotta go Buffalo on that one, man. Even though, just because they're at home. If it was at Washington, I might go the other way. But I'm gonna definitely go Buffalo.
I don't know that quarterback, man.
I know.
Sold on that quarterback.
I know. Me neither. What's that? We got the Jets at Denver. So Denver, right?
Yeah, Denver, and they looked good last week.
They
did.
I know my cousin Ramon's gonna be excited about that one. That we're actually rooting for Denver on this one. We're not rooting for them. We just think they're gonna win.
Right.
It's gonna be a shitty team versus a not so shitty team, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
We got the 2-less Miami Dolphins versus the Las Vegas 3-0 Raiders, man. Or 2-0.
Man, I'm taking the Raiders.
Oh yeah.
The Raiders.
The Raiders. The Raiders look like the real deal. To my chagrin, and to all I hear is my neighbor over there screaming and yelling, "Let's go Raiders! That Raiders!" So it is what it is. They actually look pretty good. If you guys haven't picked up a car on the waiver wire somewhere, if you guys are short a second quarterback, I mean, hey, you could probably do worse than picking up Carr right now, or even Stafford. Not Stafford. Darnold. Darnold looked really good. I know he was a free agent in a lot of leagues. I was able to pick him up in 2, but as my backup. But he looks good too, so you can't hate there. So we're both going Las Vegas right now. Me and Artie are neck and neck on the picks right now, guys. So if you guys are doing any parlays or picking some games, I mean, we're pretty head on this one. Seattle versus Minnesota at Minnesota. Who do you got, Artie?
Seattle. I like Seattle, man. I don't even know if they're really that good. I feel like that's a homer pick for me. I like Russell Wilson a lot, man.
Yeah. I know that the Vikings, Dalvin Cook isn't 100% Dalvin Cook right now.
Yeah, that's true.
So even though they are at home, I'm gonna have to go with Seattle on this one, especially after that loss last week. I think Seattle's gonna come out with something to prove. Carson's gonna be dropping his head and going through the line, and those receivers. I need DK Metcalf to get some more catches here. Tyler Lockett's getting a lot of those looks in the end zone and those deep passes. I need DK to get some of those. Let's see here. We got Tampa Bay at the LA Rams. It's going to be a really tough game Sunday afternoon, 1:25 start. Tampa Bay comes into Los Angeles against the Rams. What are you looking at?
Oh, man. Who'd the Rams play last week, Brent?
The Rams last week, I was going to say, oh, dang, I got to look it up. They played Indianapolis.
The Lions, didn't they?
They played Indianapolis,
the
Colts. And they won.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's hard to take the away teams, but geez, Tampa Bay looks so good. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay come into my house, LA, and take one from my soon-to-be Rams.
It's gonna be your soon-to-be Rams. It's really it's really tough picking against.
Have I told you?
What?
Have I told you? Colors and logo, I'd probably be a Rams fan already.
If it wasn't for the color and the logo, it's terrible.
Yeah, I hate it. It looks just like the Chargers. It's like, what?
I always mistake them when I see the LA and then the little horn or whatever. I always think it's a C for the Chargers all the time.
Right?
I'm like, oh no, that's the Rams one. That's right.
Yeah, that really got me like, I don't know anymore.
I mean, they're sharing a stadium. I guess they're sharing a look-alike logo at that point. Like I was saying though, it's really tough right now to pick against the Rams, especially at home. They got a solid defense. Stafford is doing things over there. He's happy again. I heard an interview with his wife, and they were asking her how does Matthew Stafford like it over here in LA? And she's like, it's for the first time in a long time, he's finally having fun and having a good time. So it's kind of hard to pick against him, but it is Tom Brady. It is the reigning Super Bowl champions. I think they're just going to scheme too well for him. I'm going to go ahead and pick Tampa Bay as well. Here's a big one for you. Green Bay at San Francisco. Rodgers coming off that really good showing on Monday night, but it was against Detroit. So San Francisco got a little bit better of a defense. Who do you got going into this game? That's Sunday night's game. I'm
going to say Green Bay keeps rolling.
Green Bay keeps rolling. This is where we're gonna part ways right here. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna go with San Francisco. I think San Francisco isn't gonna be a pushover like the Detroit Lions were, and Rodgers gonna have a little bit of a hiccup. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be one within 2-3 points. But I'm gonna go with San Francisco on this one. So this will be the one where we separate the men and the boys and sit like that. Finally,
who's the running back for San Francisco again?
San Francisco, Mostert.
No. Try again.
I don't know. Fuck, off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you. I just like their defense.
Oh, that's because 3 of them are hurt. That's why.
Right
I wanted
on.
to just make sure you knew that.
I'm still going with San Francisco because of their defense.
I'm glad because you already called it out.
Yeah.
You want to tell you before.
All right, here we go. Here's the big one for you, Artie. Philadelphia at Dallas. Dallas' home game.
It's an easy one. Dallas.
There
easy.
we go.
Easy, man. Easy.
Take it easy. And then as we always do, we always pick next week's Thursday night game because we always obviously record on a Friday, so we it's no fair picking the Thursday game after the fact, whatever. So who do you got for next Thursday's game? It's Jacksonville at Cincinnati. The two rookies going at it in Cincy.
What rookie?
I'm sorry.
He's not a rookie no more.
Because he got hurt last year. That's why I keep forgetting that.
Yeah,
We've had this discussion once or three times.
I was like, what rookie? I was really thinking, I'm like, damn, they got another rookie? I'm still thinking Cincy, man. Cincy's not a bad team, dude. And Jacksonville just, they stopped running the ball, man. Last year, they're doing such a good job of running the ball with the worst, like a weaker quarterback. I don't understand why they went away from that, especially with a rookie quarterback. You know?
No, you got to let him get more comfortable. You got to let him hand the ball off a little bit more.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and join you there. I think Cincinnati's going to take that one. I like Jacksonville. I like their quarterback. I like their team, but I think Cincinnati, just the extra couple games that Herbert got to play last year, I think he's just a little bit more prepared. And Cincinnati actually looks pretty good this year.
Wait, Herbert. Wait, are we talking about Cincinnati or the Chargers?
What's Cincinnati's game?
I forgot his name because you said Herbert.
I know. Fuck. My bad. Somebody's gonna be yelling at the radio right now, like, "What the fuck? It's so and so." But anyways, he had some extra games last year. I think he's a little more schemed. I think he's a little bit more down to earth. I think Jacksonville, their quarterback, is just not there yet. I mean, he was a great quarterback in college, #1 overall draft pick. He did really good this first week. But I think Burrow, that's right, Burrow, el pinche burro, way. But I think Burrow is just a little bit more seasoned and kind of, I mean, you want to call it seasoned, right? But I think he's just a little bit better right now just because he's had more games under his belt. So I'm going to go with Cincinnati with you. So it looks like this week's going to decide. The decider is going to be that Green Bay-San Francisco game. And I know the Plátano is going to be excited to call and let me know, or if San Francisco actually wins that game. But, it is what it is.
If not crickets, homie.
Crickets, we won't hear a word. We won't hear a word from him.
Not a text, nothing.
Nothing, man. All right, compadre.
Did you see that I ended up beating him by half a point?
I did. That's got to hurt, man. That's got to hurt, dude. Half a point. Half a point losses are terrible.
Yeah. He was hoping and begging for a point change.
Oh, man, that could have gone either way. They could have taken a half point away from you, and you guys would have been tied up. But I think you would have had the bench points, right?
You know what? That's a good question. I didn't see. I don't know.
I'm almost positive that I looked because I checked to see who would have the better bench points, and I want to say that you had the better bench points.
Okay. All right.
All right, compadre. I know you're getting close to being home because I hear the clicker going on the thing.
Yeah.
I will see you on Sunday. Please drive safely, compadre, and we'll see you Sunday. Be safe out there, all right?
All right. Be safe, mi gente. Catch you later.
All right. Bye, compadre. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I know it's a quick one. It's the extra point. I hope you guys enjoyed our picks. If you guys are hitting big with our picks, please let us know. And that way we keep doing them, man. We're having a good time. If you guys are doing your Survivor Series picks, man, let us know who your guys' #1 to lose pick is. Right now, I'm kind of riding the jet train on my Survivor picks. So far, so good for me. Not so much for the Jets. But just kind of the way it goes right now. You guys have a wonderful night. We'll catch you guys on Sunday. Once again, guys, we'll post a show. We might do a little live. We'll see how it works out when the compadre gets out here. But anyways, guys, we love you guys. Stay safe. Make sure you wash your hands. Wear those masks. Get those vaccines if you want. Or just make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves and people around you. We love you guys so much, and we'll catch you guys on Sunday.